One of the things I love about the AR-15 is because of its popularity, there are so many different companies out there making different products and different accessories to fit so many different needs. The one accessory that I like to add to my rifle is a flashlight. I do a number of flashlight reviews and I do a number of sight reviews. But one of the things that I really like is when you integrate something and make it really user-friendly. And that's what Rosch Works has done. In fact, this is the original integrated front sight and weapons light. The Rosch Works SL1. This is a US made product, both the mount and the light. And so that really makes it pretty cool. This is a Malkoff Devise flashlight. And they make really high quality flashlights. You can check out the Malkoff devices. I'll have a link down below. But this is a 250 lumen flashlight. It's of course aerospace aluminum. It's T6. It has a really nice gray anodized finish to it. You have a standard post that's being protected by these ears. And then you have a ring of sorts, and then you have your flashlight mounted into that. The body of the light is integral with the sight, so it gives you a really solid piece. Then you bring in your tail cap and your head cap. A lot of times, especially with a lot of the mounts, and I have different flashlight mounts, and you know, they hang on the side, they hang underneath, but the whole thing is they hang. And that is something that can possibly be snagged, especially if you're moving around quickly. This keeps it really compact. It's up on the top of your rifle where typically your optics, your sights are. So it's a known area that can snag. And so you're just eliminating the extra baggage around the rail mount itself and putting it right in a proper place. I really like how compact this system is. It's only 3.5 inches in total length. And it weighs 3.2 ounces with the battery. It keeps everything free. Right here, it gives you a really great front sight, and then the light, it's almost incidental. It just fits there very nicely. It's a small, compact light, so it's not really going to get in the way. Now to operate the light, there's a little push button in the back. It's on high all the time. That means it's simple. There's not any kind of complication. You push, it comes on. There are no other modes. It's 250. I like that because it's a dedicated weapons mounted light. This is not an EDC light. It's not something you're going to carry and fiddle around with little projects. It is dedicated to this rifle. Then if I want to activate the light, I'm holding on to the rifle already. Just go ahead and turn it on and it's on. I want to turn it off. I just turn it off. It's a really simple system. You have your momentary. If you want to go ahead and set it, go ahead and just turn it. This can be accomplished just with movement of your thumb. Here your sight is going to be able to be picked up because of the light. It's going to silhouette the sight. But really, even at dusk, we'll give you some advantage and be able to spot your sights. Because really, when it starts to get dark, your sights are going to be hard to pick up. Now, one of the big things about putting a flashlight on the front of your AR is you have barrel shadow. Your barrel is going to extend past, so as close as you can get it to the end of the barrel, the better. Now, all the barrel shadow is going to be directly below you, so you're not going to have it to the side, which most of your side mounts are going to create. I have some flashlights that really bring that light out, and it reduces the barrel shadow, but this really is the most effective way I've seen to mount your flashlight and to give you the best field of view. Here mounted on the front of this Picatinny rail, we're only about 4.5 inches to the end of the muzzle. If you wanted to get an extended Picatinny rail, you could even get that out farther. Now there is a sight tool that's included, and it fits right over your front sight post. This is made of brass, your sight's made of steel. Now to adjust the elevation of your sight with your sight tool, you'll need to loosen slightly the clamp. Then you can adjust your sight. Of course, there's full directions on how you do this properly when you buy your light. And then just tighten down the clamp. You're good to go. Everything is included. There's even thread locker included for your clamps for your flashlight. Okay, here's a view directly from the back about where your sight would be. You just have that circle right in place. That silhouette really brings that sight out. Okay, here getting a view of the sight, co-witnessing with the front sight, and even at 250 lumens, this really brightens up that front, the reflection that comes back on you. But it's perfect height for the sight to match these MBUS sights, MBUS Pros, Troy, whatever you're putting on your rifle, or actually even an A2 sight. It does use a standard CR123 battery. That's going to give you a nice bright light with the lithium. It also has reverse polarity protection, so if you happen to put your battery in wrong, it's going to keep it from damaging the light. Also, they recommend not using the rechargeable CR123s. It is a secure mount. Bring it over your Picatinny rail, and I like to bring it out as far as possible. Once you get it into place, just slide your screw through and then tighten it down. Really simple mounting system. It's not complicated. There's not a lot that's going to go wrong. It's one piece. It mounts solid to the rail. It's not going anywhere. And that hard anodized aluminum just looks nice. It looks like it fits there. It doesn't look like something that's hanging off the side. Night shooting seems to be the hardest thing to accomplish. Getting to a place that allows you to shoot at night. And so training with your lights is very important. So best way to do it is to dry fire. To get out and practice, go into a room that's really dark, get a hold of that sight picture through the light. And really, that's the best way to do it, considering that night shooting is fairly uncommon. I can do some early on, personally, even on my private range, but when it starts getting really dark, it's best for me not to. Don't want to get the neighbors too riled up. What led me to this light was the Mrgunsngear channel. He did a full review on this light a while back. In fact, I'll have it linked here and down in the description below. The MSRP on the Rosch Works SL1 is $235. A very high quality flashlight, high quality sight system, all made in the USA. Excellent product. There's a lot less expensive options on the market, but when you're really looking for the best, it's well worth the money. Now you can find out all the information and the specs on the SL1 at roschworks.com, and also a lot of additional information about a lot of their other products, which they do make a number of different flashlight mounts and muzzle devices. Be strong, be of good courage. God bless America. Long live the Republic. Just really easy. Whoops. There is a small and I do a lot of I don't usually shoot 5.56 down at my range, especially in the evening, so I'm expecting a little whining from the neighbors.